We have a great show. It is jam-packed, so I just think the easiest thing to do is just to get right into our first segment.
Let's jump in, because if nothing else, it smells good enough to jump right in.
It definitely does. Well, it is at that time of the year where you are spending a lot of time outside in the swimming pool, you're trying to cool off, and our next guest says that he has some great ideas for grilling and things that you could do outside. So joining me now in the Stone Creek Kitchen is executive chef. This is Jason Lara from Iguana Macks in Chandler. We want to welcome you to Sonoran Living. How are you today?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Good. It smells so good in here.
Thank you.
You know, we always talk about how great it smells, so I hope that just makes people just want to get right on there and try the recipe, or even go to the restaurant. So what do you have for us this morning?
Well, we're going to start off with a southwestern egg roll. Not really a grill thing, but definitely something you can do at your house.
Okay.
Very, very simple. What I've got working right now is just a little bit of pulled pork. I do that in advance because I cook it for about 7 hours. So it's really slow cooked.
So are you just sort of heating it up?
I'm heating it back
right
up.
now?
Yep, I'm heating it back up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make the salsa for it. So I've got a little bit of red bell pepper. I'm going to add some chopped poblanos.
And we're going to have the recipe,
Yep.
by the way, for all of this. I think it's important to say, because we always like to do shout-outs for locally owned businesses.
Yep.
Iguana Macks has been around for a long time. It's sort of a staple down there in Chandler, but they hired you to sort of come in and sort of revamp things and give it a brand new menu.
Yep, they've been redoing the place. Looks great. As part of that, they really wanted to kind of bring everything up to date and update the menu, and we kept a lot of the favorites from the menu for the regulars and stuff like that, and then the rest of it, I've been integrating a lot of barbecue and just kind of comfort home food stuff.
Is that lime zest?
This is lime zest, yep. I'm going to add a little bit of lime zest to it.
It's amazing how powerful that smell is with just that tiny, tiny little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't take a lot.
Oh my goodness,
it really
that
doesn't.
smells good.
So I'm going to add my cooked pork into that.
Yeah, I would imagine when a restaurant's been around for that long, if you start taking things off the menu that people have grown to love,
you're always going to have a little bit of backlash.
You'd have a strike outside.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to add a little bit of fresh cilantro to this as well.
So how would you describe the menu that you created?
It's kind of a mix of my version of Southern barbecue. I'm not really from the South. I have a lot of relatives down South. So, and a few of them actually own restaurants. So it's, what I really wanted to do was just kind of do comfort food, simple stuff.
Okay.
You know, everyone loves barbecue. I'm doing a lot of smoked meats, a lot of slow cooked stuff. So meatloaf, half chickens, things like that.
Well, and you come from a fine dining background, so I think that just sort of adds to all the great things that you can prepare, you know, with like a roadhouse feel.
It helps with developing flavors and things like that with stuff. You know, having a broad cooking knowledge is always going to help you as far as what ingredients you can utilize, how you can make something that's very simple, something like meatloaf, and you can give it a whole different flavor profile just by adding certain things.
Right. So we're just heating all this up. Are we trying to saute this? Or?
Yep, we're just heating it all up, bringing it up to temperature. I'm going to add that into the bowl.
So what's going to give it sort of the southwestern?
Well, we've got the poblanos in here. We've got a little bit of Cajun spice in there.
Oh,
the corn, black beans, bell peppers. To that, I'm going to add a little bit of, this is cheddar cheese and jack cheese blended.
Now, is there going to be a dipping sauce?
There is a dipping sauce.
What is the dipping sauce consist of?
The dipping sauce is, basically it's going to be ranch dressing that I'm adding a little bit of seasoning to and some chipotle chili powder.
Okay.
So it's got a little bit of spice to it.
Do you like a little kick?
I like a little kick. I'm from New Hampshire originally, so I'm not a big, you know, I can't sit there and eat jalapenos raw.
I was going to say, I don't know
like
if New Hampshire folks are known for a lot of spicy food.
I'd prefer chowder and steaks and things like that, but I can certainly cook very hot food.
Right.
I just have a hard time tasting it all. I end up
burning your mouth.
Oh yeah, I end up hurting myself on a daily basis.
I like to know that a tough guy like you with all these tattoos, he can't handle too much spice.
No, I've got a few guys that work for me that are they're
you
just,
tested
they're just
out on them?
Oh yeah, they're animals. They can sit there and eat anything. So basically, what I'm gonna do with this, I've got a basic egg roll. This one's already rolled up for us.
Okay.
Any kind of egg roll sheet will work. You're just gonna fold it out, roll it up like a burrito. So just fold the top over. These ones here, this is a fairly good size one. That's about 2.5 ounces of the ingredients. That'll make you a fairly decent size egg roll.
I think this would be good over rice too.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
yeah, you don't have to. You certainly don't have to put it in an egg roll. I just find with the cheese and all that, once you get that fried, it's great. It's amazing. So, and then I've got the finished product down here.
Okay.
So we can kind of see.
Perfect.
And that's got our dressing and everything else.
Looks great, and lots of flavor. So you just have
absolutely,
to
absolutely,
have,
tons
we'll
of
be
flavor.
Testing all
the
of this.
nice thing too, I mean, with the pork being slow cooked and then adding all these other flavors to it, you already have that nice, rich, slow cooked pork flavor to it. So.
All right, job well done.
Well, thank
Can't
you.
wait to see what you're going to do next.